distinguished faculty and staff, to very proud families and loved ones, but most importantly to my fellow deserving graduates. What a great day to be a Colonial. I'd like to dedicate this speech to my family, and particularly to my dearly departed great-grandmother, Louise Smith-Mack, who passed away and whom we buried Tuesday. I was her oldest great-grandson, and she was so looking forward to this moment. So, Mama, this is for you. Now, they're only giving me a few minutes up here, and so I figure I must be like I am, short and sweet.
Oh my God.
But I'm hopeful that these parting words will impart upon us some humor, evoke some nostalgia, but impress upon us all some sort of encouragement. And I will do so by explaining three things: why GW is a place for overcomers, how and why GW is an investment, and then what do we do with that. But I just have one rule when I speak to a crowd. I grew up Pentecostal, so I'm used to a call and response. So at any point that I say okay, you say okay, okay? Okay. Anytime that I say all right, you say all right, all right? All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. What is GW? It is a place for overcomers. I am the first male in my family to graduate with an undergraduate degree. And I am the first person in my family to pursue, no, as of today, attain a master's degree. But each of us has prevailed over countless obstacles on the trek that has led us to this moment. A moment of being a part of this quilt that is GW, a quilt composed of unique fabric of our individualities, knitted together with the diverse experiences that we have brought to our respective programs. And to illustrate what GW means, I think it best to share with you a bit of my life and my unique story. I grew up on a farm with lots of animals, the never-ending presence of about 20 cousins, and lots of splinters. Very early on, we learned the importance and the necessity of hard work and a constant and abiding refrain from my grandmother Libby that manners would take us where money couldn't. And from that, I gleaned the importance of treating people with dignity and respect, with listening to hear and not just to reply. And if you're ever in a disagreement, it's better to raise your words and not your voice. And it was these lessons and civilities learned on that farm that I saw encouraged right here on campus. And it is living these lessons that, as my grandma says, will take us much farther than money can do post-graduation. I've also experienced the discomforts of living in the housing projects, witnessing drug deals on the streets, and some nights having to sleep on the floor because you knew there was going to be a shooting. But that chapter in life was simply a lesson in being grateful in all things, no matter what. And this period revealed to me a mindset that I witnessed time and time again in my friends and colleagues here in the political management program and in my fellow Colonials around campus. And it's a mindset that we should utilize in life, and that is this: you do not have to be a product of your environment. You are not your current circumstances. If you want more, get up and do more. If you want better, go out and be better. And it is this mindset that will propel us to success and achievement and fulfillment in any and every single thing we do or set our minds to do. And this is why GW is a place for overcomers. Okay? Okay. All right? All right. GW is a worthwhile investment. Now, our time here has afforded us the opportunity to expand our networks and to enjoy the company of some of the best and brightest minds in our fields, and in many cases put us directly in the line of fire for accomplishment. GW better be a worthwhile investment because we have spent thousands. We've spent thousands of hours studying, dare I say, data and analytics, multivariate analysis, campaign media plans with Dr. Tracy, or Evan Tracy, or Florilandia with Dr. Cornfield. We spent thousands of dollars, some of that on happy hours, often before class at Circuit. Those were some of the more fun classes. Everybody was happy. But we've also spent thousands in tuition. But hey, better to spend it on this worthwhile and enriching endeavor, because as they say where I'm from, I've never seen a U-Haul fall rehearsed. You can't take it with you. But this investment has also allowed us to be taught by some of the best professors like Drs. Laura Brown and Dr. David Cohen, to associate with some of the most capable colleagues. For me, Will and Paulina and Patrick and Angela and many others. And it has allowed us to attend one of the best universities in the world, steeped in tradition and now able to claim us as alumni. And so it is a worthwhile investment indeed. Okay?
Okay.
All right. All that is the so what. This is the now what. GW has prepared us to go out with the time that we have and to put our education to use for good and the use for better. And we've got to get to it right away. As most folks in my program know, my father passed away 2 months ago. He passed away 2 months ago at the age of 53 years old. When he was my age, our age, he had already lived more than half of his life. More than half of his life. And, you know, there have been times since his passing that I've sat out there on Kogan Plaza thinking and wondering, if he knew then that he was halfway done, would he have done more? Would he have done different? Would he have done better? Would he have exercised wisdom in certain decisions? To those questions, I don't have an answer. But I have one to this. Can we do more? Can we do differently? Can we do better? Can we take wisdom in decisions we make? Yes. And we have been blessed to experience this amazing city in doing that, known for its historic architecture and its iconic scenery. But I've got to be honest, the best scenery that I see is looking out onto this ambitious crowd of graduates. And this is an ambitious crowd because we're sitting in these seats. Now I know in undergrad we graduated with honors, magna cum laude, summa cum laude. Well, today we're all just graduating, thank you, Laude. I see an ambitious multitude of the legislative campaign managers and community activists and maybe even a congresswoman or two. And because of ambition, you are looking up here at a future president of the United States. And that is the now what, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So in closing, let us turn our tassels, let's throw our caps, and let's go out and show the world what being a colonial is all about. Let us go showing the way, showing that even at GW, being in the epicenter of all things politic, we can still come together, that we value both sides, that it takes a left wing and a right wing working together for the American eagle to fly. Let us show that at GW, we are the fulfillment of the American dream, and we bring to fruition the truth that out of many, yes, many, we are one. Out of many career interests and social classes and sexual orientations and, oh yeah, political affiliations, we are one and we are GW. And so along the way, if you encounter some obstacles, stumbling stones that were meant to trip you up, we now are equipped to take them and make them the stepping stones that lift us up, to raise high our hopes and expectations for today, to raise high our will and determination for tomorrow, and to raise high forever the buck and blue. Okay?
Okay.
All right? Congrats, class of 2017. God bless you all, and thank you.